we're live, and there's 3 of us and 3 people, 3 comments in chat, 5 people watching. Oh, we're getting off to a good start today.
It's Sunday here in the UK. The weather seems to be reasonably nice, so they may be out doing things outside. But you never know.
Oh, okay. Well, Matthew's in. Hi, Matthew. Tiffany was our first comment earlier this morning, but for some reason it dropped off the YouTube side. But I did see it.
Yeah.
Newfounders, my partner in Mayhem, is having severe internet issues, so he might be lurking in the chat, throwing things.
He may be inflicting bodily harm to the router with a 4-pound masonry hammer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got Chan in. Welcome in, Chan and Matthew.
Hey, Chan.
So,
hey, Matthew.
Oh,
And
but
David
again,
Marcus there.
Hi,
David.
I just currently, or what was it? No, last week I changed over my internet. Hi, David. Welcome in. Yeah, I went to a complete fiber setup last Friday, and it's been working out good. So, yeah, I think our the long time, and I was with my internet company at that point, the old one, for almost over 30 years.
Wow.
Well, they were the only provider in the area. So, and when they looked up my account to try to get me, I said I was disconnecting. They said, "You've had your account how long?" I said, "Yeah." Legacy times 3. The company changed 3 times since I was with them. So, yeah. Then they call back, say, "Well, we can do this, 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 and this." I said, "Well, one, you didn't do it when I asked you to. Asked about better rates. And, yeah, they're offering me twice the speed at less cost."
Many years ago, here in the UK, when I first got the internet, it was with Tiscali. There's a name from the past for all those Brits out there. And I was with them for a couple of years, and then they set this advertising out, or this offer out. If they take over my phone lines, they would double my broadband speed. And it wouldn't cost me, it would actually cost me anything for them to double my broadband speed if they took over my phone connection. And I thought, okay, it's you're £1 less than what BT charges, so let's go for that then. Anyway, fast forward 9 months, and I hadn't noticed any increase in the speed of my broadband. And I phoned them to inquire why my broadband speed hadn't doubled as they promised in the introduction offer. And they told me, "Oh, that offer is no longer available." I said, "Well, you took over my phone lines and you promised me double broadband speed. You either deliver or I will go back to British Telecom." And they said, no, we can't give you free double broadband speeds. I said, "That's fine." And I immediately hung up the phone and contacted British Telecom and had them take over my phone line. So they misled me to begin with, and they lost out the phone contract. It pays to shop around.
Well, when my original company called me back, 2 days later, they offered me discounts, and it's like, they asked me what my speed was, and I said 2 gig. And he was like, "We can't offer you that. Sorry." I said, "Well, have a nice day."
Yeah, I think I've not had bad speed wherever I've been, whoever I've been with. I think The one I'm with now, Vodafone, has probably been the best because my internet went down for about 5 days because someone had set fire to the big hub that's close to me, and they gave me 3 months of internet free as
Oh,
compensation.
nice.
So I just realised I got a spray paint on my palm. So yeah, I got 3 months worth of internet for free.
Yeah, where I am out here in the sticks of rural Scotland, it's for us. It's connection issues. A lot of people use mobile broadband rather than fixed line broadband because whenever they work on the telephone box exchange, they always switch the damn internet off, and they occasionally forget to switch it back on again. And the locals get sick and tired of phoning British Telecom. It now happened. The last time it happened, it was down for 7 days before somebody complained, which is why I use mobile broadband.
Well, I would consider it, except where I live, it's not that strong.
Yeah.
You know, because I live in a hole, and then my house has a metal roof.
My previous employers, they used to have satellite broadband for emergencies, and one year the IT guy went on holiday for a couple of weeks, and there was an issue before he went on holiday. He wasn't prepared to cancel his holiday because he was flying out to Malaga or Tenerife, somewhere sunny and exotic with his family. So he just flicked on the satellite broadband on the grounds that the internet issue would be solved when he came back home, and it would only be for a day or so. Anyway, it was 6 months later they got the satellite broadband bill in, and that's when they realised that they hadn't actually been switched off; it was still running.
That would have been very expensive.
It was indeed. Needless to say, the IT guy was. It wasn't his fault because he had passed the buck to somebody else, who had in turn decided that it was beneath them to do somebody else's work, which was quite common in my previous employer. So consequently, it cost him a pretty penny. And boy, did I laugh.
So what are you working on, Chen?
You mean Tiff?
Tiff, sorry. I just looked at Chen's name in the chat. Tiff, I am sorry.
No, it's alright. I finished the unicorn I was doing, so I found a deer head, a stag head.
Oh, okay.
And it was cheap. It wasn't dear.
It was free.
Well, as I said, it was cheap. It wasn't dear. Ah. Come on, I'm just awake by about 20 minutes. Oh, come on, you will fit in there. Oh.
And what tedious little... Okay, it's a tank turret.
It is the replacement 3D printed resin turret that I bought, that I printed for the Kibble tank. I had to print some more machine guns because I reduced the turret size, and of course I'd forgotten to reduce the machine gun. So, and it's a question of getting the blighter to fit through the hole. Oh, no, it was just me. Tweezers going ping. He will fit in there. Gosh, that's extracting a tooth. I know what I need. I need to use manipulation and force.
Just don't force it too much because it'll end up snapping.
It will snap. If it does snap, it's okay. I know where it's supposed to mount, so I can just utilise the smoking mirrors and some super glue.
I would say, could you enlarge the hole just a little bit?
Yeah, it's a square hole.
Oh.
And of course, my square file is just too big for the small hole.
Well, I'm going to continue with The little metal boat.
Oh, the
That's
little metal
not
boat.
quite so little. Because this little piece right here, it looks like almost like a little lifeboat,
Huh.
is actually that size.
Oh. Almost a full-size kit, yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. But I've been doing this, what, 3 Saturdays now? This is like Saturday number 4. And I'm on step 35.
Of how many?
160, give or take.
Yep. Good.
It's
Look at that.
those, you know, it's like make 8 of these, 4 of these, you know. This is what I had done. I think I made these 4 last time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all I got done between my show and Tiffany's.
Yeah.
So now I'm making pieces to go on top of those. And William says he's working on Hydrocal for the layout. So.
Well, not only did I break it, I bent it.
Uh-oh, let's see. Uh-oh.
It's for shooting round corners. Worst comes to the worst, I can always glue the plastic piece in to the front of the turret.
Yeah.
The replacement part at the back of the turret. Because I decided instead of using the kit supplied plastic turret, which is molded or built in a closed position, I wanted to open the turret. So I got some files and downloaded and printed up the files for the machine gun turret and the machine guns. Because with the open turret, you're going to see half the machine gun.
It just might be easier just to cut the gun and do a cut and paste type thing.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do now. Cut, shut and paste.
You never know if you're going to succeed if you don't try.
Well, nothing succeeds like a toothless budgie. Sorry. I'm just thinking back to those adult cartoons that I sent you a couple of years ago, Connie. Seedless my ass, yeah.
Yeah. Now, are you working this evening, Panzer?
I am indeed, yes. You've got me till about 6:45.
Okay.
I may have overslept slightly, so I still need to shower and shave.
We'll probably run here until about 7, and then Tiff has hers at 7:30 UK time, so we just may pop over that way.
It'll give me something to listen to in the car on the way to work.
Because I do apologize for 2 weeks ago, but we had nobody to work the day shift. So, we had a day shift nurse left, and our weekend day shift switched over to full-time day shift, leaving weekend day shifts open. And then the office says, "Oh, I'm sure we will get somebody in on weekend days by June." We'll see how that goes.
June starts tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the current day nurse and I are splitting weekends. I worked yesterday. She's working today. So it's like we have a 7-day stretch and a 5-day stretch.
Yes, well, the other week there I had to reschedule a video because I realised that 4th of July, not 4th of June, is your Independence Day.
Oh, it's okay. We still got to try and figure out what happens when the day nurse goes on vacation for 7 days.
Hello, I hear Willow.
You do indeed.
And I am limited as far as how, by state, how many hours I can work a week.
There we go.
Hello, Willow.
William says, yeah, he was surfing the gutters when William said the gun not fitting. That's why I was rather cautious about. Commenting because of was it Carl's stream Thursday? Some of the comments about things not fitting.
Oh, yes. I've slept since then, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm not quite sure. Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember now. You had to do with his back wheel and his little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl, the only man who can shaft himself. Hi, Carl and Michelle, if you're listening out there.
Yep. Hey, Carl and Michelle. Ed, we've got plenty of room. If anybody would like to join us, let me know. William saying, "Kitty cat, meow."
Yep. I'm having to cover the PVA glue because the last 2 times she's managed to get PVA.
Kitty cat.
She does not like me cleaning it off.
Yeah. Well, she went to the effort of getting it stuck on her tail, and there's you taking her pleasure away from her. But if you want something really weird about cats, my 2 Bengals, back when I lived in the flat in Newton Stewart, I painted the ceiling in the bathroom, and I did a quite adequate job and brilliantly done. No paint was spilled, and the walls were still white. There was no paint on the carpet in the bathroom. I went into the living room a couple of days later and discovered over in the far corner a small blue cat footprint. Just the one. And I thought, how the hell? Because of course you look on the carpet to see if there's any other paw prints. Because when there's one, there's going to be a row of them. But no, there was just one paw print. It was almost as though one of them had stuck their paw into the paint palette, took it out, and then 3-legged hopped to the far corner of the living room, put the paw down, and thought, let him work that one out. And of course, you check their paws for blue paint, and of course, none of them have got blue paint on their paws. So you think, well, how the hell did they do that?
She's had paint on her before. She was not happy about having the bath. But yeah. Right. I love you, kitty, but I actually, need to get some work done.
So, got that done.
Yeah, where I work, they have 2. Since I work in the client's home, they have 2 young kittens. teenage age. They're about 4 months old.
Yeah.
And I work on an iPad with a keyboard.
Mhm.
And one of them loves to sit on the keyboard.
Of course. You're working there. They want to be part of what you're doing. As if to say, how dare you do that when we're here? Look at our regal feline
Yes.
presences.
Yeah.
Pay us attention, not that. My first cat and I had an agreement. That's that when I was sitting on the floor cross-legged playing on the PlayStation, he could curl in as much as he wanted. But when I was at the bench, for 10 minutes every hour, I had to stop and give him a fuss. And that was quite successful until he sadly passed away. And then I made the mistake of getting a Bengal. And then I doubled that mistake up by getting a second one. And they say that they get up to mischief. They are a highly intelligent breed of cat. Oh boy, how right you were. Childproof fridge locks wouldn't stop them raiding the fridge. Velcro straps on the fridge, as well as the childproof fridge lock. Also, it was 10 days before they figured out how to work that. And I got sick and tired of coming home from work and discovered that they'd raided the fridge, that my dinner was gone. So then I decided, right, you little pair of biters. And I got my hands on an old 25-pounder artillery shell and balanced that up. Instead of having the fridge upright, I had a slight angle cant backwards, so they had to lift the door against gravity and park this tank shell in front of it. That photograph that I sent, I don't know if you saw the photograph of the two Bengals looking over their shoulder at me. That was them discovering that they couldn't rob the fridge anymore. The look of hatred in their eyes. I thought, did you see that image, Tiffany?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Hey, Dorca. Welcome in.
Hey, Dorca.
Hey, Dorca.
I need to do a little bit of noisy stuff.
Yeah, when I did my remodel of the house, I was kind of like, yeah, I think I'll get a couple of, kitties. And I was gonna, see about finding some Maine Coons.
Yeah.
But then I kind of got involved in, the YouTube crew and was building kits and everything. And it's like, I don't have a safe space anymore for all of my kits. I'd have to go through and toddler-proof the house.
Yes.
One of the things I don't like about doing my modelling in the living room. That's why I just kind of wait to finally get everything moved over, because then I've got an actual room that I can close the door on. Especially when I'm spraying, because I hate having to lock Willow out of the living room whilst I'm spraying.
You try doing that with two Bengal cats. Going to the bathroom for 16 years, I could not go to the bathroom without a cat present. In fact, usually two cats present.
Yeah, I can't go to the bathroom without Willow there. And she'll sit outside the shower as well whilst I'm in there.
Oh no, mine's were in the shower or in the bath. They like water. Some people say cats are afraid of water. Not this bloody Bengal, I'll tell you.
Yeah, Willow's not the greatest fan of it. She'll allow you to give her a bath if she really needs one at a push, but other than that, yeah, there's not a chance.
Or you're sitting there, soaking in the bathtub, and one of the cats decides to jump up on the edge of the tub and then slides right into the tub with you.
Yes, that moment of utter panic. I mean, it started off with Challenger. Challenger used to love when the plug was pulled on the bath. He would wait till it would blow his chest out, and then he would go and have a paddle. And then his brother cottoned on, thinking, "Oh, that looks fun. I'll join in." And then latterly, it got to the stage where you would be lying in the bath enjoying the soak, and you would suddenly be confronted with a cat sitting on your chest saying, "Hello." Right.
Yeah, William says, yeah, his Malinois is like that. And Dorca is saying he has primed and painted his M109. Now he's working on the AH-1Z Viper.
Yeah. I keep seeing a lot of people building the Viper. I may have to go and treat myself to one of them at some point. Okay, who's net me decals? 2 sets of decals.
You haven't bought too many kits yet this year, have you?
Well, I made the mistake of being under the influence of heavy meds last year, heavy painkillers last year, and after recovery from surgery, and that was very expensive. That was £700, £760 worth of expensive.
Ouch.
I hadn't bought any kits for literally a year, so naturally it was a case of, okay, let's treat myself. I'm going to have a new toy. I demand a new toy. I'm a boy. I want a toy. Give me a toy now. And oh, that looks nice. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, just add that to the basket. And then you get to checkout, and it's £700. And then to top that all, a couple of weeks later, some resin kits and upgrades were announced, and I immediately ordered those. So that was another £300 spent. That was
hey,
my
Gaza. Welcome
Hello,
in.
Gaza.
It's been a while.
It is indeed, Gaza.
David spent the day photographing models for Terry intros.
Uh-huh.
He's asking, are the intros 1 hour or 2 hour long?
Only about 30 seconds.
Know.
Each person gets about 30 seconds. Apart from me, I got a little bit extra because I'm special.
And Gaza's saying he's 3D printing the big thing now.
You know, he's just 3D printing is a big thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got two resins and a filament, and they're just sitting over there gathering dust at the moment.
Well, this is the last year I'm using the 4K thing. Next year I'm going to buy one of the new Saturns and jump up the resolution quite considerably because I see what Carl and JC are printing, those figures and miniatures, and I thought, those are quite good quality. I shall invest in one because it's a bit late in the year, or a bit. I've got so many supplies and logistics for the Mars Pro that I have, the Mars 2, that I need to use them up before I retire that machine.
Yeah, I've got a Photon, is the brand I was using. And I started with the 4K. And then I have a MS5 over there, which I believe is a 16K. I think I printed one model off of it. And then my work schedule went haywire.
I think JC's opened up his Etsy shop now for his and Alicia's stuff. But I think there's only a mug on there at the moment. Because the minis that they've been creating, they're gonna be selling.
Let's see. Gaz is asking, is someone still around? I think he was poorly with cancer. That was probably Terry Sr. No. He passed away last year. Hobby Barn.
Was it last year or was it the year before?
Year before. Well, it's been a while.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
The English fella? No, I'm not sure who you're referring to. Just Terry, Terry Sr., as everybody called him. His channel name, I think, was Hobby Barn. Yeah, he was American. But I was just thinking I do need to get back into 3D printing and painting dragons again. Because the dragons don't take up nearly as much. Oh, I believe you're talking about Lindsay. Lindsay Builds. No, he is under treatment right now. Doing well. He did finish the Graf Zeppelin. You can catch updates on the PPM.
Yes, the Peterborough Plastic Modelers Group.
Yes.
They do
Wednesday nights and was it Saturday mornings?
It's Sunday afternoons usually. Ron Hetham's taken over the slot at the time for the time being.
Because I know Mark's been hosting them.
Yeah.
Lindsay, that's him. Okay. Nope, Lindsay's still with us. Again, he's under treatment right now.
Yeah, I think Mark's taken over the Wednesday ones, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Ron's doing the Saturday or Sunday ones.
Yeah. It's usually a Sunday one.
He does pop-ups, you know, his little personal pop-ups every now and again when he has the energy for it.
Yeah, Lindsay still comes into people's chats if he's up to it.
Yeah.
Yep. If you're watching, Lindsay, we're thinking of you, mate.
You're doing well. As a matter of fact, let me see.
Sorry,
Part of
for
the
a
problem
second.
is
For a
I'm
second.
needing to put more stronger glasses on to work with the kit. I'll see if I can find Lindsay's channel and I can put it in I'll put his link in. Let me see.
For a second there, I went, oh, you almost went Gary Glitter on there. As a matter of fact, I'm back. Oh, you want to be in my gang. Let's not mention that person, just realised.
No, I have no desire to reference anything out of Liverpool.
The Beatles?
Well, they're fine.
Oh, that's an interesting point. Let's see yours. Where will those go? You're not going to notice that's not there. That's fine. Right.
There we go.
Need some. You've got the hiccups.
Right. Bug off, Willow. I feel like she's doing it on purpose now. Who's got the voucher?
Me.
Let me see if I can find.
One of my next year's purchases is a new chair.
Panzer's hiding a Highland cow.
Okay. This is his main channel.
Oh, I think I know who guys is. Okay.
How am I not subscribed to the PPM channel? I don't have it.
Wait a second, I'll find it for you. KMAU.
I think it's called Lindsay's Builds, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I've got his main channel. You know, Lindsay Build is his main channel, but he has the PPM, which is the Peterborough Modeling channel. Peterborough Plastic Modeler.
Show more.
Okay, here we go. Okay, that's a stand-in. That's Carl's stand-in for that. Ah,
Lindsay's Builds. That's the name of the channel. Wait a second.
that's his, but he does the PPM show, and it's actually a modeling group, which on Facebook. I'll put the link in. Thank you, Mark. Mark's listening in the background.
Hey, Mark.
He messaged me.
There we go. That's the link for Lindsay's channel, and you will find the PPM on that.
And then here is the link for the YouTube group, or not YouTube, the Facebook.
Facebook group.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot to hit paste on that. Okay. I forgot to put that. Actually hit the. You got that one, and then there's the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to hit the enter button on the group name for Lindsay's channel. Right. So, anyway, like I said, I'm having to switch glasses because of failing eyesight and tiny little pieces.
My friend just thought I'd fix my chair.
Just aging eyesight.
Yeah. Well, I did fix it, but the aerosol lubricant is obviously worn away, so I need to find out where I hid the silicone spray and reapply it.
I just like the fact that it sounds like a cow.
That one was mine. I probably need to oil this thing. It's been about 5 years. Hey, Mark. He says you never know who's in the background. Well, I appreciate
Mark.
everybody who hangs out with us.
If you're at the bench and not doing anything, Mark,
Yeah, come on up.
we don't bite. Willow may demonstrate how sharp her claws are on you, but we don't bite.
Yeah. Just so you know, Pansy, that link for Lindsay's build didn't go in.
Did it not? Oh, of course, I'm not a moderator.
So it shows in StreamYard, but it's not actually showing on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but I'm not a moderator. Only moderators can actually post physical links.
Oh, yeah, do the connected link. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I can fix that. Oh, he's editing a video right now.
Yeah. Sundays is usually when he edits videos.
Yeah, he's seeing the chat. Okay, here's for Lindsay's channel. And I will make sure I hit the post button on the comment, which is what happened because I had it the last time.
Well, I just learned something about Fenris.
What's that?
He says I'd bite and pull hair and lick. It's a bit too much of a measure.
I was like, I can't comment on that because I know his wife. William's a friend, and I've been friends with his wife for, let's see. William and I have known each other 20-some years now. And I've known his wife, but we've really gotten to be good friends over about the last 6 or 7 years. So. As a matter of fact, helped build her greenhouse last year.
Yeah. I was just about to say what he does in Scott's basement is.
Yeah. what happens in the basement stays in the basement. I guess we could have fun since he's not up here to defend himself. I'm waiting for my phone to start ringing.
Put it on silent.
Hey, John Paul, come in. How you doing?
Hey, John Paul.
So.
If I'm really, really, really lucky.
Yeah. Let's see. It's been. I'm working on this stuff almost an hour and a half, and I have exactly 3 pieces finished.
Well, I've been at the bench for what?
Lindsay, welcome in. How you doing?
Hey, Lindsay. I've been at the bench for 4 minutes and I managed to break a gun barrel. Bend a gun barrel. Although I'm not sure what happened first, the bend or the break. Managed to start applying these 3D decals to this cooler. So if I'm really, really lucky, I might get the first layer of dust on this week in time for the gallery on Wednesday night.
Well, about the only time I really get to work on much stuff anymore is actually when I'm on somebody's stream. It's about the only time I spend at the bench. Because I've been trying to get some outdoor projects done.
Yeah, I'll have to send you the StreamYard link for mine when I log in.
Yeah, because we'll probably, like I said, we'll run here till about 7 p. UK time and then give everybody a break and probably run over to Tiffany's for a bit. Except Panzer will be off to work.
Yes, but I will be listening in the car, howling at comments at you. Right.
So again, for those that are just coming in, my usual cohort in crime or mayhem is having some severe internet issues today. So what's fun about that is he is not here to defend himself.
You're joking me.
But I also realize that there's quite a few motor car and racing events going on today. So
It is. It's the start of the motorsport season. Sarah Jane will be engaged in watching that. Probably with her favourite dietary requirement of Sarah Jane special.
that's probably where Jeff and Maggie are. All right. Come on now.
Yes. Now, going back to spending money, I was thinking a lot late last year that doing the bulk purchase at the same time in a given year is actually quite a good idea, because that way you get a whole lot. You spend the whole year waiting for stuff to come out, and usually the first runs are usually out of stock in the shops for a couple of months after their initial release. So if you wait till later in the year, you may get them cheaper.
Yeah.
And instead of having 12 or 2 or 3 individual boxes turn up, you have one giant box turn up instead.
Yeah, but that's if they come back in stock.
Well, I've noticed certainly within the UK, that model shops only now, or certain model shops only now keep one or two of an item in stock at any given time. Is that due to financial issues, or is that due to the fact that the importers have changed and they're only bringing in limited numbers? Because a lot of the trumpeter kits are no longer in stock. And then they come into stock and everybody jumps on them and it's out of stock again.
Okay, Dorcas says he'll be back in a bit. He's off for a bit of lunch and let this primer cure. Okay, I think that may spend up. Yeah.
What's my engine grime gone? There we go. Let's move the plastic out of the way. So, how's everyone's Sundays going? Are they having good days?
Mine's been pretty good. I had to do some errands this morning because I just didn't get a chance to get them done.
It's been quiet.
Actually, had to run out and get some storage boxes for brick kits. Since my stash is kind of overtaking stuff. Why are you not wanting to fit?
Well, I cleared out my cupboard of all of my kits. They were all boxed up, packed up, and my uncle had taken them over to the house. The cupboard is starting to fill up again. So I'm being sent kits, which I do appreciate.
My major next purchase is paints and supplies for the year. I'm busy compiling an order for bits and pieces that I need to get. You know, paints that I'm running low on, thinners, that sort of stuff.
Well, I have a box of paints that someone sent me, along with a few.
Nice. I like the rubber chicken.
Yes, he sent that for Willow. Yeah.
Willow will look at it. If you're anything like my cats, they'll look at it, look at you and say, "What's this? Oh, you think we're stupid?"
I don't know, she'll love that. She'll probably chase it for about 2 minutes. Either that or she'll bring it to me, because, you know, she plays fetch.
Yep. I haven't met a cat yet that doesn't like to play fetch.
Like, I'll just be dropping off to sleep. She'll come running in the bedroom with that little mouse. Meow at me, so I throw it.
Yeah, because you can't grab the cat and throw it. Yeah. Well, at least you can't acknowledge that you would like to grab the cat and throw it.
I would never do that to Willow.
You might think it.
Sometimes when she gets right underfoot, I think it, but I'd never do it. Especially when I'm walking up the stairs.
I can confirm that when Scimitar, that was my white Bengal, was a kitten, he had a thing of getting right under your feet. And on 2 occasions, as he was growing up as a very small kitten, he was completely under the foot. And I can tell you, it's kind of weird looking down at your foot and seeing 4 paws splayed out.
Oh, she rolls around on the stairs. There's been a few times she's fallen down a couple of them while she's been rolling around.
Go ahead, Tiffany.
Because the only reason she gets under your feet is because you don't pick her up and take her upstairs.
Yeah.
She loves to be on your shoulder.
My first cat, Chieftain, he used to, when I come home, we used to work in a model shop, we used to come home from work, he would greet me at the top of the stairs with a loud meow. And there was one day I came in from work and I heard them, it was a kind of a small meow. And I thought, right. And I come up the stairs making strange, weird noises like I was some sort of monster or alien creature. And you go up 3 wee small runs of stairs. And as I come round the second run to go up to the third run, and I peeked my head round a lower than normal, he was there, arched back, tail fluffed up, and the meow he gave, and the look of relief on his face, I think he wondered what the hell was coming up the stairs.
Yeah. Well, Willow greets me at the front door when I come in. She doesn't try to get out or anything. She just comes down the front door, shouts her head off as if to say, "Where the hell have you been?"
Yeah. And did you bring me anything nice for eating back? Yes.
Yeah. And then as you're trying to walk up the stairs, because you haven't picked her up, she'll get under your feet.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Carry me, human. I'm tired. It's exhausting being a cat all day. I've done nothing but sleep and I'm exhausted from sleeping. Carry me.
Yeah. And if you don't pick her up and you step over her, she'll run a couple of steps up and then do it again.
I had one that her biggest thing, you open the front storm door, she would bolt out the door. Now here's the thing. She's about the size and weight of a 24-pound bowling ball. You know, short, round cat, and she could knock your feet out from under you. She'd go across the porch and down 3 steps and sit there. Like, okay, what am I going to do now? And she never went far.
No.
Yeah. My first cat, he had a sense of mischievous humour. When we were stationed on Arbroath, I used to live off base on a mobile home or trailer park for Americans, and there was a wall, and some roadmen were digging a ditch at the side of the hole, and of course he was there doing his usual thing, supervising, and he looked at me and he gestured as if to say, "Come and take a look at this." And the guys on the other side of the wall noticed him doing this little move, and as my head poked over the wall to see what the cat was up to. My other favourite Chieftain story was about people saying they saw the first robin of the year, and I used to say to them, "Don't say that. You've just signed that robin's death sentence." Because he had a pathological hatred of robins for some strange reason. Sparrows, pigeons, everything else were fine. Robins, no, he had to have them down.
One of them probably insulted him as a kitten.
Well, likely.
For that your whole family shall die. You shall all be eaten.
He didn't really like eating them. He liked to defeather them, leave the carcass sitting there. So, hey, look what I've got! I got a robin. And now you've got a messy carpet. You're going to pick up all the feathers.
Yeah, Mum's neighbour's cat likes killing the birds in the hedges and just leaving them around my mum's garden.
I had to laugh last week. My landlady knocked on my door and asked me if I knew about the dead rat in her bin. I said, dead rat? And she has this bin for cardboard waste from the shop. And she said, yes, she opened up the lid of the bin and there was this dead rat at the top of it. And she was wanting to know how the dead rat get in the wheelie bin. And I said, with great skill, obviously. I can guarantee there was no tins of baked beans out in my house.
I was going to say, I said, you haven't had to
Nope.
this with them for a while.
Yeah. That was 2 years ago. Yeah.
That was funny. We're sitting here on one of my later streams, is a little bit later at night. Pins are sitting there. And he hears something.
All you hear is this clatter out in the hallway. Continue the story.
And yeah, next thing you hear him say, what the? And there's a rat staring at him.
No, that was a squirrel. That was a squirrel.
Squirrel. Okay.
That was the effing squirrel.
But yeah, it was. What did you? It was the rat you dispatched with the can of beans, wasn't it, or was it the squirrel?
It wasn't. It was the rat. The rat made the mistake of just sitting there in the cupboard in the kitchen, thinking I wouldn't see a brown rat on the white of the shelving unit. And I grabbed the first thing that came to hand, which happened to be a tin of Branston baked beans, and gave it a couple of dunks on the top of the napper. And I was suitably rewarded by the back leg doing this. And from that point on, even today, I make the joke, but it's actually true. In the gun cabinet, there was my 308, my other shooting hunting rifle, my shotgun, and a tin of baked beans. The most effective thing I had for dispatching. I mean, the following night, if you remember, Connie, I was sitting up here in the dark, waiting for the squirrel to come back up with the shot range, just in case.
Yeah, didn't Carl send you or JC send you a little figure?
He did, yes. It is actually right here. Here is the squirrel. And here it is holding a can of baked beans.
I love that.
That's good. He also sent me this, which is a cat playing the bagpipes.
Which is cool.
It is.
Cool.
I'm working out because it's made of resin. The pipes are a little bit sugary, so I'm thinking about how I can replace those very small supports, probably with some brass or copper rod, to strengthen them, and some proper string between them tied to the tassels, and we will get that painted because I know how I'm going to do the whiskers. I have a nylon Brussels carpet brush which will do quite nicely. It can shed a few hairs to make whiskers for the cat. Let's get the password. What's the password called?
Let's see. William says he's been productive so far, but he misses being on live stream. Yeah.
Sounds like time for a new internet provider.
As a matter of fact, I believe Friday they are getting one.
Fair enough.
All binders. Universal weathering carrier. Sugary, sugary. One of you. One of you. And a dollar for you. Right, who's nicked my spoon? There it is. Right, not the camera.
On reflex, I was just about to say the crackhead down the road, but that was salad fingers. Yeah, thing's creepy.
Yeah. William says, yeah, the new internet will be installed on Friday and it's fiber based. Full fiber, just like the new one I had installed. So
Yeah.
Different company, but same principle.
Yeah, I've got super fast fiber here.
Currently, the nearest fibre cable to us is currently bypasses Wigton and is installed on the Bladnich. But that's because there's a small industrial estate that relies, ironically enough, my old employers moved down there, and that's what they rely on, the high-speed fibre broadband. When they moved down there after leaving Wigton.
Well, we just had, like I said, the fiber company just 3-4 months ago started installing, the main lines. And then they actually ran, down in, the neighborhood lines down in front of my house. And it's like, I thought it was just the current one upgrading, but no, it was a totally new company. They put a flyer, once they had everything connected, they put a flyer in the mailbox, and I made a call. Now, there was a few choice words said during trying to get the appointment, have them show up, because Somehow they had a different phone number on the account. So when the technician called to, verify the appointment, the person he talked to canceled the appointment. But it wasn't me.
We're one of your nice neighbours.
Actually, no. There is in a town about 20 miles north of here.
Mhm.
About 6, 7 years ago, a new house went in. The house number and the street name are the exact same as mine.
That's going to be very confusing for the postman.
Well, but the zip code and the town is different. It's in a different county.
Yeah.
But when it comes to some of the delivery companies, they just type in, the house number and the name, and they'll pick the first one that pops up because it's local. I found that out when I was getting deliveries for the other people. So that's about the only thing I can think of happening is somehow a different phone number populated on my account. And I was the one that actually figured it out. It's like, wait a minute, people. No, the tech never called me. I've been waiting on the phone call. But they did give me an extra month of service without charge, so I'm not going to complain too much.
It's great when they do that.
Well, when you sit here and you wait around for an appointment that's supposed to be on Wednesday, then you call and they say, look, so we see where they set up your account, but they never hit enter on, they never put the appointment on their calendar. So they got me in for the next day, and then, yeah, all that. So it was supposed to happen Friday, or Wednesday happened on Friday. And then I was out of town on Saturday and had to work on Sunday, so I didn't use much of it. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Maggie. How you doing?
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Maggie. We're just
And
talking about
Spook.
you.
Hello.
Hello.
Spook's asking, is that a cockpit to a ship you are painting, Panzer?
It's not. It's the crew compartment for a BA-64 Russian armoured car from the Second World War. It looks like a boat. I can see where you can get that, but it's actually the top half was on it, like so. And this is me just applying the weathering pastels. And in a moment or two, I shall mute, waft it with the hot air gun, and then reposition the pastels to my liking.
Big David saying hi to Jeff and Maggie, and he says he sees it's very nice.
Thank you very much. Oh, good. Just while I'm having the show. It's not interesting point. Let's me spritz some water going.
Oh, the gold ornament. It's actually parts to. Let's get the box out.
So, I misheard that. Or you sounded like a goat ornament, gold ornament.
Gold. Yeah. Oh, it's a metalwork ship. And for scale, that's this piece right between my fingers is actually that piece. So,
But is it bigger or smaller than
this
5.5
size.
inches?
Yes.
Snowy's just throwing a packet of pasta cal across the room at the computer.
Yeah, it's actually it's a Nine Heavens boat, as they call it. It's more of the Chinese, the East Asian influences.
Yonk.
But I have a thing for dragons. Hence the channel name.
Wait a second, wait, I'm mute.
So, all right, come on now. Where are you? So it's always fun trying to get these 3D pieces to line up and fit. Let's see. William says, "Hey, now he's yeah."
I haven't picked a snowy for a couple of weeks, so I've got to have a goat snowy.
Oh, I believe Tiffany is working on a paper deer head.
Yeah. So it's like a poly, like a low poly deer head, stag head. Oh, paper. You gotta kind of cut out the pieces and fold them. We've all got different types of lines on, so you got to fold them different ways. Okay.
I haven't seen one of those. I mean, I've done some paper kits.
Oh, this bloody thing, man. Yeah, so just the dotted lines you've got to fold one way, and then the dot and the dash you've got to fold the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Marcus told me he was going to try and come join us today.
He's probably hungover after last night.
Probably eating dinner. So I realized, it's it's when we start, it's noon here, 5 o'clock your time. So it's right around dinner time for him. So. Okay, come on now. Come on. when I was talking earlier about cats on my keyboard at work, that's what I have.
Oh, it's cute.
Does it have a name?
That one I believe is Tiger. Or no,
Oh.
that's Dark Ears. That's Miss Lovey.
Hello, Miss Lovey.
And let's see. Yeah, they're siblings.
Ah, yes. Very cute.
Yeah.
Okay, Spook. Well, thank you for popping in.
Yep. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for chatting away.
Yeah.
William, if you're doing talk to text, yeah, they're having some serious issues. He says, now to torture myself with marble painting on an 8mm painting or building. I said, yeah, your spell check is bad. Hey, Dorka, welcome back. Oh, wow. All right, just need to do one more. Which way? Now, sometimes trying to get all these little tabs lined up.
That's probably why we haven't seen Marcus. He knows you're doing one of them. Hey, Marcus, if you're lurking in the background.
Yeah.
Time to mute again while we get the hair drying out.
William says his spelling is just that bad.
Yes, he used all the letters, just not in the right order.
No, he spelled torture wrong. I mean, come on.
And marble.
Yeah.
Marbule.
Actually, there's that. There we go.
There we are. You do all this work, and very little of it you're actually going to see through the open door, open turret.
No.
That's it
Yeah,
for
I
a
always
couple of
wonder
days.
why we torture ourselves on the hidden details, but it's like, we know they're there.
Yeah, it's like a few years ago I did the cab of an M1078 truck, and I put Dorito munchies in it, a bag of crisps, a bottle of water, some rotten paper leaves inside it to give it that little atmospheric that it's been out in the woods. Close up the cab, mask it, paint it, and then remove the masks. And unless you actually peer an angle in, you can't see any of them. But I know they're there because I took photographs as I did it.
Well, that's dedication.
Hmm.
I've never built a model to that level of detail before. But I'm still relatively new to the model building side of stuff.
I mean, it's like I was building that 1/72nd scale Tempest that Moss sent me, and I bought the aftermarket 3D decal set for it. I spent a day putting them all inside. Then when you close up the two halves of the fuselage together, you can't see most of it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's done. Let me clean this stuff up. I need to buy a new bottle of white spirit. I've had this one. Look, so you can see the state of it. I've had that one for 12 years.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah. Go to the local hardware shop, buy a bottle of white spirit, and have to take out a mortgage to buy it. Yeah. I remember when that stuff used to be cheap to buy in a bottle. Oops.
Don't think anyone knows what cheap is these days.
Mm. Cheap, but that's the noise budgies make.
Yeah.
I haven't been modeling too long. I mean, I've built a model, way back, but it was a one-off. I did a Millennium Falcon for Star Wars. Did the fine molds. I really didn't get into much of the brick builds or metal builds until I started doing YouTube about, 5 years ago, maybe? I started painting dragons.
Yeah, the fine molds Millennium Falcon kit was one of those kits that was released, and then you couldn't buy it anywhere for love of money except on eBay at vastly inflated prices. And then all of a sudden, Bandai released their version of the Millennium Falcon, and eBay was flooded with fine mold ones, as the hoarders were getting rid of them because they knew they couldn't sell them again.
Well, I actually I've built most of them. Well, I take that back. I still have, I did the 1/44 scale, or which one do I have sitting up there? Yeah, I built the 1/44 scale Millennium Falcon Bandai.
Yeah.
And I currently have on a shelf across the room the 1/72nd.
Yeah.
Perfect grade. I believe you have one also, don't you, Bandai?
I have several. I actually have three. I have one that I've built. I haven't painted or decaled yet. I have one that I'm hoping someone will release an upgrade kit so they can do the later movies. And I have a third one as an investment because when I bought them, they were 250 quid. They're now currently going, if they're available, for 350 quid. So there's a £100 price difference between the two. But I also make the joke that when I reach my 1 millionth subscriber, I will do what do you call the damn things? A giveaway. And
A giveaway?
Yeah. I'm currently at 160. I'm currently 162 subscribers, so I have a feeling that I might not get that million subscriber yet. One never knows.
Well, I have the local hobby shop I was at. I've been in there eyeballing that thing for months. When it came out, I looked at it and looked at it. It was about $350 when I looked at it. Actually, no, it was $400, and then you'll have sales tax and everything on it. So, this store owner, I was in there one day after Christmas, and we were talking about it, and he looked at me because he had two of them. He looked at me and said, I'll let you have it for $350 cash," which was about $50 off, but I was also not paying the sales tax, which would have been about another $20-$30. And I asked him, I said, "Do you have X-ray vision?" He says, "No, why?" I said, "I just happen to have that much cash in my pocket or my purse at the time." So I was able to get it as a very good deal.
Yeah, it is an excellent kit, and it literally does push fit together. A couple of pieces you really got to push hard, firm together. In fact, it was here. I may have moved it, but I did have for a while sitting next to me in the spray booth the ramp leading up into the leading up into the ship. Is that it? What is it's hiding? There you go. Wait a minute. Come to Papa. There we go. Here it is. I mean, that's out of the way. Move the fingernail off the way. I mean, that literally is it, and it literally is a push fit. It literally.
Yeah, most Bandai kits are.
The tolerances are so wonderful on it. This one's got some coffee spilt on it, but beautiful, beautiful kit.
Yeah, I do enjoy building Bandai kits.
I mean, I've got a few of their Star Wars range. I've built quite a lot of them as well. I mean, there we go. There's another component I've just identified. That looks like the radio box or part of the dashboard from the Tamiya M113. I love just going round them trying to identify the parts that they use to donor kits.
Well, actually, the original set that they built for the Millennium Falcon was built out of just bits and pieces they could find.
Yep. You see, those little legs there, they look familiar as well, but I can't quite put my finger on them. And that looks like a fire extinguisher. It is. It's a fire extinguisher. But no, it's brilliant just to sit there and look at the kit and see if you can try and work out how many kits that or what are the bits from a kit that they used to make the original. 10 minutes or so.
Okay, I started this a little bit in green room, so I've been working about 2 hours, and I have done one step in the book.
It's okay. One step closer to getting it finished.
Yeah, so this is definitely one of those that is going to take a while, which is cool.
It's peaceful.
Because then once I do get it finished, I have to figure out a place to display it. A safe place.
My
Heaven
advice,
knows these things are.
is keep it away from Marcus.
Well, I know for a fact there are several thousand miles between Marcus and here.
He will find a way.
So, but again, I am not always in this. This is a hobby where I can relax and just build things, which I'm more of a builder than I am a painter, although I do have quite a bit of painting and paint. One of these days I'll get back to painting.
One of these days I'll stop buying new paint ranges. Have you seen this new paint range, Panda? Oh, this is the best paint I've ever used. Oh, right. Okay. Let me go buy a few pots of it before you realise that you're going to add another shelf to this unit behind the camera.
I have. It's like no, I don't. I am not painting. I don't need to buy any more paints.
And then when you do buy paints, or when you do start to do some painting, you think, okay, and then you suddenly realise I need to buy a new pot of this paint because this is the last one and it's half empty. Oh, ball. And then you go and buy a box of paint. You buy 6 of them at the same time. That way, I know I've got 6 of them. In fact, right in front of me, there's a box, and a booby trap. Knock that out. And in this box of paint, I have, drum roll please, 1, 2 of the iron black and 2 of the rubber black left. So I need to think about ordering those as well because there's only 2 of each left. Plus the one I'm using, that makes 3. And I don't like running out of paints that I use a lot of.
Yeah, I want to get one of those chrome markers.
One of these Molotov things.
Yeah.
These things, they're great. You got to apply it and leave it. Don't put anything on top of it. They're actually very, very good. I use them for insides of clear lenses for lights.
Is that the Gallieri?
No, this is the liquid chrome, the Molotov.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I have 2 of them. I have one that I've used and one that's my replacement. In fact, you can see it there on the wing mirror.
Ah, yes.
It's just not very chromy at the moment because it's been hit by a layer of satin varnish. And before the final, we'll retouch them up.
Well, this is what William's been up to.
His neck in it?
He was doing marble on, it looks like, floor tiles. Yeah, that's got to be rather tiny because that's showing about 3 inches, which
is about 10
centimeters.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 9 centimeters. So that's not a big piece.
But it's smaller than Snowy.
Yeah. So. Oh.
In memory of Snowy, I have it here. It's a bottle of white sticky stuff.
Oops, one more. Yeah, that was a rather interesting So
Not as good though as you with your those little sticky brick things that you were building. Yes.
right.
Please look somewhere else. Don't look here. I'm putting the instructions on top of it. You won't notice what it looks like.
Yeah, no, it was one of those that, yeah.
And the fact that Snowy didn't see what everyone else was saying, he was seeing what was it, an Arby's sign?
Yes.
And that. Oh, now, right. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Tip, what had happened is I was doing what I call fuzzy bricks, which are, some people call them the magic bricks.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can find a
I think
example
I remember
here.
that it turned out to
Yeah,
be some sort of phallic shape, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the same stream where Joshua did the 2 interviews.
Yes. Yes, that yeah, I had one person meant to leave. She left, she took her medicine to go to sleep, but forgot to leave the studio. Had her camera turned off, but forgot to turn off her mic. So all we heard is snoring after a while. We finally muted her and we were checking on her every now and again. So we weren't sure what happened. And then another member of the panel went to sleep on panel. And our favorite Joshie was sitting there interviewing him. And it was glorious.
Joshua would ask a
It was so
question, and
much
the
fun.
answer would be. And he timed it to perfection.
Yeah, I mean, it was just great.
Yeah, I have something similar on its way. It's a nine-tailed fox in black, white, and grey.
Oh, okay. I think I did blue one of those.
Yeah, I found a black and white one.
Oh, cool.
Just over 4,000 pieces.
Yeah.
So I've got
I
that.
didn't do that one. I have that one. I think the only
There is a blue one.
yeah.
It's just Timu.
Yeah. Well, I did one. His name is Egbert.
Look how adorable that is.
Oh, that's cute. Let
I
me see
should
if I
have
can
been
find a
looking through
picture.
these.
Yeah. That's the one. Oops. I'll switch over. Yeah, that's the one I call Egbert.
Yeah.
The one that Snowy calls the Arby's hat.
Yeah.
And on that note, folks, I'm going to have to drop out
Yes.
because I've got to go get showered, shaved. So, wait a second. Yeah. I sneezed there. So I shall wish you all good a good day, and hope you have a good stream. Tiff, have a good stream. I'll be listening in the car.
Okay. Well, we'll probably end this one in about 15 minutes because
Yeah.
Tiff will have one going about 7:30 UK.
Yeah.
So, anyway, take care, everyone. Have a good weekend for the rest of your Sunday.
Yeah.
And I shall catch up with you during the week on various streams. Take
Okay.
care.
Have a good one.
Bye, all.
Bye.
Bye.
So. Okay, so put 2 leads. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm on YouTube to have fun.
Yeah. And see, what I'd love to do is just a panel of all women.
Oh, okay.
Because you see too many channels where it's like mostly men. And you don't see enough sort of women out there. I think other than sort of like me, you, Michelle. Yeah, I don't really know of any other women.
Oh, well, let's see. There's been a few, but I haven't seen them for a while.
See, Penny hasn't been around in a while.
Yeah.
I know she's been moving and she hasn't got a new thingy crafting room set up yet. Yeah. It's something I'd like to do. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but
I never know. I have to see if I can convince my daughter to join me once. But she used to stream on Twitch quite a bit, not so much lately because of life schedules.
Mhm.
But she is also very crafty as well. But it's been a good quiet afternoon. I mean, we've got 9 watching right now. We've got 18 thumbs up. So hey, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like I said, I'm not in it for, quote unquote, growing the channel or going monetized or anything. Nope. This is just do this when I can. But then, you also got a hectic job schedule, household chores that need to get done. And there are times when you do need to get some sleep.
Oh, yes.
Let me see.
It'll be a nice bath and then bed after my stream. I'll be up here early in the morning, go to mum's.
Oh, let's see. Dark side model. And you've got it. $230. So I'm going to put the link up for your live that's coming up.
Thank you.
So that's where we will be probably about 7:30. Again, that'll give a quick break to stretch the legs, stretch the back, grab something to drink, something to eat. And then we'll hang out for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'll feel obligated to fold laundry. Which I can do that later.
Yeah, I've got washing to do and I just can't be bothered. What I'll do is I'll put a load in before I go to bed. And then I'll take them down to my mum's in the morning, put them in her dryer. It's not the first time I've done that.
Oh, good grief. I've got them washed and dry. They're just tossed on the bed at the moment, so I gotta fold them up, put them away.
Yeah, well, I don't have a dryer here, so I have to put stuff on the radiators, and because it's been so warm, I've not done it. So I've got a little pile building up. So I'll pick out what I can put in the tumble dryer, get them washed, and take them down with me.
Well, Chan, we've got about 5 minutes left here. And then, like I said, we're going to switch over to Tiff's channel at, let's see, you're Pacific, so be 11:30 your time.
And it's in about half an hour.
Yeah. Chan does diamond art for the most part.
Cool. Yeah, I've got a few of those myself.
Yeah, I've done several. Well, I've done a lot. Because I enjoy them. Like I said, I can actually do some at work. I was working on one last night.
Yeah, I kind of sit and like for too long with one because all the tiny numbers and stuff end up giving me a headache.
Yeah. Oh. Really?
Yeah, I do all sorts. I've got my paper craft, which I've got. I'm learning to crochet.
Oh.
I've got my scale models. I draw, paint, that sort of stuff.
But the only crochet I know to do is just granny squares.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
My nana taught me to knit a long time ago. Only thing I can really do is like scarves or blankets. It's really simple stuff.
All right, they want you to twist that. But how in the blazes do you get anything in there to twist? But while I'm sitting here battling this, we've got a couple more minutes. I might be able to get these two done. You know, I actually started early on. I was painting dragons, and then I just kind of morphed into different things.
Yeah. So I started like the skill mold thing with figures. So my first figure was there's a tabletop game called Rumble Slam Wrestling. And I actually started off, my first figure was for that game. And it's basically like a Hamlet. It's pretty cool. He's somewhere now. In a box somewhere.
Yeah. Well, on our break, I may run and get my first dragon I ever painted. But anyway. But it has been, like I said, we're right at our 2-hour mark. So I think we'll wind this one down.
Yep. I can get set up.
And for those that want to continue watching, you go up a little bit in the chat. There's a link for Tiff's Dark Side Modeling at 7:30 UK time. And maybe we'll catch you over there. If not, we'll be back in this spot in 2 weeks. But you'll probably catch me on the usual, like JC and Carl during the week. So thanks, David. And thanks to everybody for popping in, saying hi, thumbs up, just sitting back listening. Appreciate everybody. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.